It's day 28 of our trip, and we are heading to Denali National Park today.
Almost had a moose run out in the road and hit us. That was so close. This is the 49th State Brewing, which we heard was very good. Looks open and it looks like we'll be able to sit out. Oh, that's the bus from that movie where the guy died. Into the Wild. Yeah, I remember reading. I think so. Ew, I'm hungry. Guys. Hi, thank you. Hello. And they make their own sodas here too, so I got like a ripe raspberry soda. And we got Tio out of the van, so he's having a good time here. Good boy. I got the elk burger, and Chuck has a yak burger. It looks phenomenal.
From the brewery, it was a short 15-minute drive to Denali National Park. While this is our first time to visit the park, it is not our first time to see the mountain range. We made it to the visitor center where we met up with our friends and we watched the movie that's offered by the park. And I have to say it's one of the worst ones I've ever seen. From there, we drove the park road as far as we could drive because you're only allowed to go to the Savage River, which is about 12 miles in. Mount Denali, formerly known as Mount McKinley, is the highest peak in North America. It's the highlight of the park if you're lucky enough to see it on a clear day. The park has a bus system that will take you to the Savage River for free, but buses that travel farther into the park cost a fee and require reservations. Spending hours sitting on a bus is not fun for us, and Tio's not allowed. So this is probably my least favorite national park, as there really isn't much to see along the part that you can drive that's open to the public. The nearby fire we saw on the way into the park had clearly grown. And although we didn't see any wildlife inside the park, we did see some moose on the drive to our boondocking spot.
This is our camp spot for tonight. We went to Denali today and got out. The park got closed on our way out. We found out because of the wildfire, which Chuck and I made the photo of earlier when it was just getting started, but it is blazing now. Planes are going in and out with the fire. Yeah, really sad. So hopefully they can get it put out soon. This is our spot, a little close to the road, so you have some road noise, but it's beautiful. Look at the mountains. Oh, it's just beautiful.
The next day we made the short drive to the historic village of Talkeetna. This small town has become more touristy since our last visit. The town has a number of restaurants, art galleries, and the Talkeetna Ranger Station, which is a must stop. It's a primary staging area for the climbers attempting to summit Mount Denali, and we really enjoyed it on our last visit to this town. From Talkeetna, we headed to our boondocking spot at Montana River. One of the things I forgot to mention about Talkeetna is that it is the jumping off point for a lot of people to take flights to see Denali. It's only like 50-something miles from Denali, and that is where Chuck and I were able to see the mountain for the first time on our prior visit. Today we're heading farther south. First stop is going to be in Anchorage, where we're going to go to the Moose's Tooth. This is a place that Chuck and I have been to before, and it was fabulous pizza.
Here we go. They used to be ranked one of the best pizzas in the USA, but I couldn't find them on the recent list. This is Santa's Little Helper on this side, and this is Call of the Wild, which is like the meat markets on that side. We came to C&J Tender Meat Company. It's a nice little meat market here, and this lady's super nice. They've owned it for 51 years, and super nice people. We got some elk steaks, tenderloin, burger meat, and there's Mr. Tio. We made it to the South Anchorage Dog Park, and it's kind of wild. It's like just like a trail. Tio's taking off.
Hey, Blue Eyes.
Hello. That's so cute. Did you make a new friend? You going that way? Come on, run, puppy, run! He could get in those weeds and we wouldn't find him. It's a wild dog park, isn't it, Tio? This is the Potter Marsh construction of the Alaskan Railroad, creation of this. Dogs are not allowed. Wonder which way you go, right or left. Everybody sees lots of moose here, so I'm hoping we see moose.
We walked around some on the boardwalk, but unfortunately we didn't see any moose. The drive south toward Seward is along a body of water called the Tourniquet Arm, and it offers beautiful views.
Mr. Tio! Say hello, Mr. Tio! Look at the camera! See, this is where I sit! I look out the window! This is our campsite for tonight. We are on our way to Whittier in the morning, and so we're on the road, parked boondocking before you get into the tunnel, which is one way. So that'll be interesting tomorrow because we've never been there before. The vans are over here behind me. Tio's on his last walk for tonight, and we are heading to bed. Of course, it's still light out, but it's after 9 o'clock. Wednesday morning, and this is the boondocking spot we had last night. Has beautiful ponds and mountains. Clouds are starting to move in. It's a little bit cooler today. We're heading to Whittier.
Whittier was established by the U.S. Army during World War II. When the military left in 1960, the population dropped from 1,200 to less than 300 people. The town now supports the Alaska State Ferry, Alaska Railroad, freight barging, commercial fishing, recreation, and tourism. In fact, the town welcomes 700,000 visitors per year, according to their website. Sharing the tunnel means that you're driving on the train tracks, which can be a little awkward. After waiting in line for a little bit, the drive through the tunnel itself actually is pretty short. It only takes about 10 minutes. It's the longest tunnel in North America. It's 2.5 miles long and designed for 40-degree temperatures and 150 mile per hour winds.
And then that's the building where everybody in town lives, in the one building. Down at the end was an old building, which is probably where they used to live. That looks demolished and run down. But unfortunately, the fog's moving in. Lots of waterfalls everywhere. It's just getting foggier the longer we're here. The harbor is beautiful.
Whittier receives a lot of rain. It is located in the northern tip of the world's northernmost temperate rainforest. It has an annual rainfall of just over 197 inches. The views are stunning though, when the skies are clear enough to see them. There are always tons of waterfalls.
We left Whittier, and it was beautiful, but very cloudy, and the sun's out here, which is nice. The guys are down there fishing. He and I are going to go for a little walk.
From Whittier, we headed to Seward, and we stopped at another spot on the way because I remember from our prior visit in Alaska, they had the biggest swans I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
We are at Exit Glacier. It's a mob scene, so we didn't get to go to the end.
We made it to our campsite for the night on a riverbed outside of Exit Glacier. It was super windy, so my microphone didn't work good at all. Our drive into Seward, which we had done, was a total bust. It's July the 3rd and the town was insanely packed and there was no parking. If you've never been to Seward before, then definitely go and take a boat cruise to the Kenai Ford National Park, and you will see lots and lots of wildlife. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people boondocking here soon. I'm a little nervous about staying on the river, but everyone said it should be okay and not rise since there isn't any flooding or rain around us at this time. We decided it was time to move on to the Homer Spit. We detoured on the Skilak Lake Road, which is supposed to have a lot of wildlife. Unfortunately, we struck out on this trip, and we had struck out on a prior trip too. We made a quick stop at the Kenai River Brewing Company for drinks. Chuck had his IPA. We didn't eat here, but the food looked delicious. We continued our drive to Homer through the Kenai Peninsula, which had beautiful river views. And along the way, we spotted several moose. Those really had Tio interested. So he started to stand in my lap to stare out the window a lot.
We just made it to the spit. The campground's not totally packed. The mountains are beautiful. It's really pretty. We'll see how crowded it is when we get down there. This is the place that we ate dinner. You can see it's got a beautiful view outside.
It feels warmer outside.
It does. It's kind of weird.
I remember catching some
I had to put on my bubble coat because it was just too cold. But this is where we went, Captain Patty's. The food was delicious. We had fresh halibut. It was just really, really good. We grabbed Tio. He really had to pee, so it's good we got him out. And it's chilly. It feels like it's getting colder.
This is our second time to visit Homer. From Homer, a number of people take charter flights or boats to the national parks to see bears, but these are very expensive. We had hoped to take a ferry to Kodiak Island to see bears on this trip, but the ferry was already booked up by the time I checked. Plus, it would have been a challenge for Tio, who's sensitive to noise.
So this is the ferry terminal here. If we'd gone to Kodiak Island, that's where we would have gone. And this is a public beach and everybody's out fishing. They all have bigger rods though.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a big rod.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fishing for halibut.
They were told to fish for halibut here. It's beautiful. It's just super chilly.
Homer is the halibut fishing capital of the world. And while we would have loved to go on a fishing charter, it's really hard when you're traveling in a van to plan your schedule far in advance in order to book time slots on these charters because they fill up really, really quickly. In the next video, we make it to the town of Valdez. We'd heard it was a cool town, but wow, did it ever blow us away. It totally exceeded all of our expectations.